What's up, amigos? Welcome to part 2 on how to screen print. And in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to prepare Sanchez Emulsion, how to coat the screens, and how to expose your screens using the sun. So let's get started. Okay, this is the Sanchez Emulsion. In order to activate this, the emulsion, you need a chemical called bicarbonato. The way you mix these two is, for every 10 parts of the emulsion, you need 1 part of bicarbonato. So example, if this is a liter, you'll need to add exactly 100 millimeters of bicarbonato to the emulsion in order to be activated correctly. KFC, I wish you were here so you take these chickens away from me. The good thing about the having to add 1 part for every 10 parts is that, for me, since I just started, if I activate the entire emulsion, it's going to go to waste because I'm not going to use this amount of emulsion within a month. It's going to take me a long time to finish this because I don't have that many print jobs. So what I do is, I just grab a small container and I only get a certain amount of the emulsion. I use the bicarbonato to mix it. That way, I will still have some remaining. And once I run out of that emulsion, the one that I prepare already, I prepare more. That way, it's easier for me. With this emulsion, the only thing I don't like about it is, unlike the other emulsion, like with Diazo, where you could coat your screen and leave it there for like days, even a few weeks, and you pull it out and you ready to burn the screen, it'll work, it will wash out nicely. But with this one, you literally have 1 day. You literally have 1 day to use it, because if you coat the screen, let it dry. If you let like a day pass, it will basically harden already in there. You're gonna try to burn the screen and it won't wash off. And I learned that by mistake because I didn't know. Okay, that's the only thing I don't like about this emulsion. But other than that, it's pretty cheap. And what we're gonna need is 2 syringes and just a little container. One of these just to mix it. This is how I do it. There's another better way to do it. For example, you could probably get a small container that you already know that's, for example, 400 millimeters. Then you just get another container that's 40 millimeters. You just fill it to the line. You grab the bicarbonato and just put it in there and mix it. But I don't have one of those. So that's why I use the syringes. And the way I'm going to do it is, I'm going to grab one for the emulsion. I'm just going to get 1, 2, 3, until I get to 10. That way I have here 10 parts of the emulsion. Then I'll grab another syringe and just pull out 1 and add it and mix it. And that's it. Guess what just happened? I thought I was recording. I began mixing it. And then I realized I was not even recording. So I'm gonna do it again. But like how I mentioned, we're basically just 10 parts, 1 part of this. So I'm just gonna do another one, but I'm gonna do it in the same container because they won't affect it. So let's do this again. Alright, let's. Okay, yeah, I'm recording. Now it's time to add the bicarbonato. people always say you gotta do this in a light safe room or a yellow dark room, whatever. But in reality, this emulsion, you're not in danger of it being exposed to the light because it's still in a liquid form. It's not dry on your screen. That's what I'm doing right here. Alright, let's go cut the screens. Now, before I cut my screens, I have a small problem. I always tend to have bad luck every time I ask for a day off so I could print some shirts. I was reclaiming some screens and I ran out of water. Now here in Mexico, we have this thing called cisterna where it's basically just a tank where we store water. And I ran out. And I need a total of 5 screens and I only got 3 clean. They're not even exactly perfect clean, but it'll still get the job done. So I'm just going to coat these ones. But before I do that, I'm going to show you guys how I cut my films and also how I plan on the way because I tend to use a screen for 2 designs. And I'm going to show you guys how I plan that out. So let's go. Now the way I cut these films, I use this, I don't know, cutter thing it's called with the blade, where I just put the paper here and just cut them. I mean, you can use scissors, but I like this better. So I have my films cut out. This is for the ink buildup. And these are the same design, except for this one's going to go on extra, extra large for my friend Julio. And these are going to go for kids, for his kids. Now, this is how I planned out how many screens I'm going to need. Now for the ink buildup, I need 3 screens, one for each film. For the Phoenix one, for the XXL large, I need one for the back side and one for the chest print, which is this one, the chest print, and for this lower, I don't know how you say it, on the lower part of the shirt. Well, I could fit that in 1 screen. And I'm going to need the same thing for the kids. Now for me to save screens, for example, on the chicken, it's just this little tiny one. I could fit the chest print and the lower on for the kid's size. That way they'll go on the same screen. I just flip it when I'm done. And for the build up, the black font, not the black font, I mean the black color. This one I could put on top of the screen. And since the back side of the kids is pretty small, I could put on the bottom. And that way I could save on paper. So it's going to be like this on the screen. And that's how I do it. Because since I don't have a lot of screens, I can make them. I can use what I have. And also you can save on emulsion. Okay, time to cut the screens now.
Perfect.
One advice, try to make sure your kids do not play with your screens, or this is what will happen. Decided to switch to the floor because I got used to it. Tried to do it on the table, but I felt awkward. Big boy. Alright, now you could just lay these out so they could dry. And the bad thing is I don't have a rack where I could stack them. Like they say, when you let them dry, it's better to have them laying this way. That way gravity will bring the emulsion to the bottom. But I don't have that. Alright, this is what I use to expose my screens. What I do is I grab my screen, place it on here, take the film, close it, and I go outside and I'll hold it like this and point it towards the sun. And the first thing you gotta do, make sure you always clean your glass because it tends to get dirty. Alright, so you got your screen. Put it on here. And now it's time to go outside. Alright, it's kind of hard to be filming at home when you have your family around. I mean, as you notice, my mom just passed by in the scene. But anyways, if you realize, I took a long time washing out the stencil, and that was because I was overexposing it. I give it 30 seconds, but I'm going to give it like 20 seconds just to see how it comes out. Because okay, for my third screen, it's going to be the biggest screen I have. And for that one, I'm going to do it different because that screen won't fit on my on the exposure unit that I have. So I'm going to take out the glass. Alright, amigos. Well, this is all for part 2. I wanted to show more, but I couldn't because it was kind of hard filming myself outside with my kids running around and everything. Also, I only had 3 screens to expose because, like I mentioned earlier, I ran out of water to reclaim other screens that I needed. And I actually used drinking water to wash out the stencils. So, by the time the water comes, it's going to be late. I wanted to wrap this video up so I could upload it to you guys. So, in part 3, I'm going to show you guys also how I expose using my light. And also, I'm going to show you when I actually start printing. So, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can know when part 3 comes up. Follow my Instagram and like my Facebook page. And in the meantime, I'll see you in part 3.